Hey there, listeners. Welcome to Socially Inclined, where we believe marketing should be simple, effective, and most importantly, affordable. In this episode, we'll be sharing expert tips and strategies to help you increase your visibility, engage more of your audience, and reach more clients than ever before. So if you're ready to take your online presence to the next level, keep listening because you're about to get socially inclined. Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. My name is Jess from Socially Inclined, and today I'm going to talk about something that every small business owner wants more of. Yet it seems like every small business owner is struggling to get their hands and heads wrapped around how to do it. What is this mystical thing? It's UGC, baby. That's right, user-generated content. So what is UGC and why does your business need it? All right, so what if I told you that one of the most effective marketing tools available to small business owners today does not require a big budget? No budget, actually. No fancy equipment, no professional expertise, whatever. You know what it is? I bet you've already guessed, right? Totally. It's user-generated content. It's really become a game changer in the marketing world, and it's allowing businesses to tap into the power of their customers' voices and experiences, and it really builds this authentic feeling around your business and helps create this know, like, and trust that is becoming increasingly harder to build with your audience. The more UGC you have, the more engagement you are going to have, because word of mouth advertising, though it looks very different than it did 20 years ago, is still the king of marketing. So in this podcast, I'm going to explore a little bit about how this user-generated content has transformed the way we approach marketing as small business owners. And I'm going to talk about why it's so crucial for your business, no matter how big it is, to be leveraging it, to be asking for it, to be getting more UGC. And I'm going to show you how you can use the UGC that you do have and that you're going to be accumulating so much more of now that you've listened to this podcast, how you're going to use it to drive more traffic and sales for your business. So let's get socially inclined. That was a little nerdy, but I'm not going to do a retake because here I am. All right, so what is UGC? UGC, user-generated content, is actually, there's not one type of it, which is what makes it so awesome. It takes many forms, like customer reviews on review websites like Yelp, TripAdvisor, even the great Google. User-generated photos on Instagram, where someone's taking a photo and putting it on their Instagram at your business or using your products. Or videos posted on YouTube that are mentioning and using your product. Anything that is about your brand, your product, but it's generated by a user or a customer is gold. It's a powerful, super powerful thing, and there is no better way to build authenticity and trust with your audience in today's digital marketing world. All right, so several different types of UGC: reviews, user-generated photos, social media posts. They share a post on social media. I've done this actually several times. When my daughter has like a cool toy from someone, I'll tag the business owner and her using it. So something like that. Or maybe you can also kind of do it shamelessly. Let me just take a little sidebar. I do this a lot with it's no secret that I love Walmart Plus grocery delivery. And they give you an affiliate link. So every time I get groceries, I'll put up a story and I'll put my affiliate link in there. Boom. Anytime someone signs up, I get $20 off my groceries, and so do they. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So that's an example of a type of user-generated content. Customers sharing your photos of them using your products or doing or experiencing something with you, using your brand hashtags or tagging your business. You can then use these photos for marketing purposes. You always want to ask for permission and make sure they don't require any special attribution. But UGC is those things. So why is it so important? What makes it so juicy in the marketing world? There's a lot of benefits there's a lot of thoughts in the strategy world, marketing strategy world, as to what makes it so just awesome. And it kind of comes to three things that I think all of us marketing professionals can agree upon: engagement, trust, and loyalty, and the increase of those three things, right? So UGC can help you increase engagement with your audience by providing a way for them to interact with your brand and share their experiences without it having to be your post, right? Which is kind of special. Just think about when this has happened to you, right? Maybe you saw, well, Nike's too big. I wish I had thought of some better examples. But Michaela down the street has a really cool little boutique where she sells, let's just say her products rival Lululemon in quality and functionality. Okay, so everyone who likes Lululemon might also be interested in what Michaela has to sell, but maybe they weren't sure that her stuff was going to fit the bill until they saw Jessica make a post on Instagram doing this awesome yoga pose saying, look, it passes the bend over test. These are fabulous. And then Jessica tags the product, tags the store, and just sings Michaela's praises across the Instagram world, right? And maybe Jessica only has a following of 1,000 people, but maybe they are 1,000 very high quality followers, and Michaela ends up reaching 10,000 people because a few people saw that original post, went and got the stuff from Michaela's, and then maybe they posted some UGC as well. So increased engagement. You probably are picking up what I put down, and you get the idea of just how powerful that can be. UGC doesn't happen by accident most of the time. There is no reason you should not be asking people to share using your hashtag. Oh, you love the health and fitness 180 social media post bundle from Socially Inclined? Awesome. Tell all your friends, hashtag it socially inclined. That's an example of asking for UGC. Increased trust. I said there were three, right? Increased engagement, increased trust, and increased loyalty. That's what UGC does, why it's so important, why it's becoming such a hot topic in the marketing world. Increased trust. UGC helps build trust because it's authentic, right? It's a reason you have to disclose your paid partners now on the big platforms, because UGC does not fall into that. If I just want to share Michaela's awesome legging company across my social media, as long as she didn't pay me to do it, I don't have to disclose that. I'm just doing it because I love her stuff so much. And because it still fits that marketing model of word of mouth advertising, it creates really authentic and unbiased perspectives to people who are interested in that particular product and service. So, increased trust, increased loyalty. Who doesn't want repeat customers? And UGC helps foster that in the sense of community. When they feel like they love your brand and they love your stuff so much and they start sharing it, they become a part of Michaela's fan club and can't get enough of her yoga pants and over-the-shoulder boulder holders, aka really awesome sports bras. Or more seriously when people love our content or they love our social media marketing system, Socially Sweet or Your Social Plan, and they tag us and they share in that love of something that we at Socially Inclined have been working so hard on for so many years. It really does create a sense of community. Wow. And I can't wait to hear about you guys doing the same thing with your business with UGC. All right. According to a study by Stackla, fun fact alert, I need my music, 86% of consumers say that authenticity is important when deciding which brands to support. So great. Incorporating UGC into your marketing strategy can help build this authenticity and trust so that you can appeal to these 86% of consumers, which, by the way, is a vast majority. You would love a piece of that marketing pie. Who would not? All right, so how do you get this UGC, right? That's kind of the question I think a lot of small business owners are kind of coming to us for. Encouraging UGC from your customers, it requires a little bit of strategy to keep from feeling too awkward, right? So here's a few tips. Create a branded hashtag, like hashtag get socially inclined, or hashtag socially inclined, or hashtag sweat with Michaela, or hashtag Jatay's fit and fab, or fit and fab with Jatay. Insert your name and your product. You can get some great ideas. If you need help with that, you should be in Socially Inclined Academy, because that's literally what we talk about just about every Tuesday in our live Marketing Minute class. You can learn, well, I said Academy, shoot. We just rebranded to Success Club, but it's our learning and support membership for small business owners. You can find more information about that at sociallyinclined.com/store and look for Socially Inclined Success Club. And you can find information about that. It's $15 a month, and you get to hang out with Julie and myself for 4 live small group coaching classes, not to mention a huge vault of 80 plus marketing trainings, unlimited, limitless, let's just say limitless, because there are only 50, but let me say more than you can consume classes on how to create engaging content. And I brought that up because we definitely sling around some fun hashtag ideas in class there. So come join us there if you need some help on creating a branded hashtag. Again, it's just $15 a month. So it's cheaper than Netflix now and way better for your business. So we meant for it to be that way as well. So encourage customers to share their experiences and use that branded hashtag on social media, whatever it is. Start with your name or your product and what you serve, or mompreneur, moms with Jess, or whatever it is. All right. What is another tip or strategy to encourage this UGC without feeling yucky? Incentivize customers, right? Who doesn't like a good incentive? Offer an incentive, like a discount or a free product, for people who share UGC. You've seen this before. I've seen this most recently, like a beautiful $500,000 trailer or fifth wheel, and everyone who shares gets entered to win, or share and tag or things like that gets entered to win. You can also do this with a tool that we have in the Socially Sweet dashboard called, I believe it's called Viral Loops, but incentivize, you can run incentive campaigns and growth campaigns all included with the Socially Sweet. Even our lowest plan, the $99 a month, will include that. But just on a very basic level, if you don't want to automate it and do the easy button, you can always just start a post. Everyone who likes, comments, and shares, or just likes and comments, will be entered to win this particular thing. Ooh, they're building my building out here. All right, feature UGC on your website and social media. Who does not like to see someone else's reviews on a website. When you see that content that came from someone else, that's posted on someone else's page, that makes for some major know, like, and trust. All right, some best practices, because just like everything, there is a right and a wrong way to use UGC. So when using UGC, it's very important to follow best practices to make sure that you're not doing anything illegal and to make sure that you keep a good reputation. So some best practices for UGC: give credit to the person who created it. You always want to give credit because it helps them, right? It helps them want to share more of it because you're building each other's reputations on social media, and a win-win is always what we're after in the marketing world. Make sure you respond to comments and feedback. If you get feedback or comments on UGC, do not ghost them. Make sure that people know that there is a person behind your brand on social media, on your website, everywhere. Ensure legal compliance. Okay, we are not a lawyer. I'm not going to say anything more except for make sure that you follow copyright laws and other legal requirements when you use this type of content. And if you have any questions about that, I'm not the person to answer legal questions. So make sure that you reach out to either your legal team or your lawyer if you have any question about whether or not something is legal. Be selective. Be selective. I know lots of people shared something, but not all UGC is created equal. So it's important that you get a little selective in what you feature in your marketing. You want to look for UGC that aligns with your brand, that shows off your values and your messaging. And no matter how compelling it may be, always avoid any UGC that might be offensive or inappropriate. And our best practice and personal opinion here at Socially Inclined is also, if it's political in nature and you're not in politics, I would avoid that too. Monitor and moderate, baby. Keep a close eye on that UGC and make sure that what is being shared, what is being said about your brand is good. Wow, that was a little bit basic there, but make sure that you're prepared to moderate and remove any UGC that might be harmful or that violates what you feel about it. So UGC and SEO, we get this question a lot, like SEO is everywhere. We have done talks and trainings and class after class on SEO. SEO used to be very much a website dedicated principle. Like you didn't really have to worry about SEO if you didn't have a website. Well, welcome to 2023 where SEO is everywhere. Your social media is a form of SEO for you, for better or for worse. So make sure you act like it. Your Google listing is SEO. Make sure that you treat it like that super important part of your marketing strategy that it is. So in addition to the benefits that we've already talked about with UGC, UGC can also have a really incredibly positive impact on your search engine optimization, SEO. Sorry, for those of you who might have been wondering what SEO was. By incorporating this UGC into your website and your social media channels, you're actually improving your search engine rankings and driving more traffic to your site, all while building this authenticity that we were talking about before. Hello, how amazing is that? All right, our friends over at Moz, they did a study. Online reviews are one of the top factors that search engines consider when ranking local businesses. What? So right now you need to head over there and make sure that your Google My Business listing is claimed by you. Make sure you have one on Yelp. And if it's applicable, you head on over to TripAdvisor and anywhere else that you can receive a review, and you get those set up right now. Online reviews are one of the top factors that search engines consider when ranking local businesses. Yes, I said that again because it is so important. By encouraging and featuring this UGC on your website or on your social media, it will improve traffic overall, which is great. That's what the name of the game is, right? It's not a you can build it and they will come. You must drive traffic. Yes, UGC also is really cool in this sense because it provides search engine with fresh content that's really relevant that you didn't have to work your tail off for. So that's a really fun fact about UGC as well. That's another really, really good reason to include it. This is another one. I almost just totally glossed over this, but if you include UGC on your website, it will increase the time that visitors spend on your website, and it decreases something called your bounce rate. So your bounce rate is what search engines look at. So it's how long someone sat on a site and consumed content. And the longer they spend on your site, the better the bounce rate is, which improves your domain authority, which increases your SEO overall. Got a little technical there, but the bottom line is that the longer people stay on your website, the better. And UGC helps lengthen that time because it's a little bit more compelling. It will help create more engagement and create more of an interactive experience that doesn't feel so staged like even the best websites do. So you want to keep them on your site longer, and it's going to increase the likelihood of a conversion because the longer they're there, the more they're getting to know, like, and trust you, and the closer they're getting to hit that buy button. So in summary, user-generated content, it's a good thing. It's also not as terribly hard to come across as you would probably think, to come up with as you were probably thinking before you listened to this podcast. UGC is as easy as asking for reviews straight onto Google, straight onto Yelp, especially if you're if you are in the restaurant industry or that kind of hospitality industry. Do not shy away from having a sign that says, "Love what you ate, love your experience, give us a review on Yelp," or wherever it is that you want to collect this UGC. And then once you collect it, make sure you display it so that people can really start to feel the love for your business. So you tap into this power of your customers' voices and experience, and you're going to build that trust and credibility with your audience that's going to send your sales up. It's going to improve your search engine rankings, and it's also going to drive traffic and sales. So super valuable tool. I hope you learned something, and I hope that you feel empowered to take action and start incorporating UGC into your marketing strategy so that you can embrace the power of it and you can connect with your audience on a deeper level that will help you create more authentic and engaging conversations around your brand on social media and in the digital world. With that, again, I'm Jess from Socially Inclined. If you have any feedback or questions about today's podcast, feel free to write into me at podcast@sociallyinclined.com. I look forward to hearing from you guys. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I would love to see you on our next podcast.